Stay strong, stay strong. To the tail. Ain't easy, I can tell. Gotta stay strong, stay strong. To the tail. Stay strong, stay strong. Ain't easy, I can tell. Gotta stay strong, stay strong.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So, a lot's been going on. Before I get into it, hopefully you will have all subscribed to the Beautiful Struggle podcast channel. If you have not, I'll put a link in the description. I would suggest maybe going over there to watch the latest 30-minute episode, which is me on my lonesome, giving you an update on what I've been up to, what I've been through, currently where I'm at, and kind of like what I'm planning on doing going forward. For those of you that have watched it, obviously thank you very much for the support, the positive messages inundated on both YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, lots of DMs. The thing about when you have like a big event happen, you know, going back to the shows when I've won Mr. Wales, for instance, your DMs just fill right up, and then it's hard to keep on top of them. I don't know how like A-list celebrities do it. I know they've got teams and stuff, but you know, there are guys out there that manage their own social media. I don't know how they do it, because there are still messages there unread, which I apologize for. It's only when people are replying to me now for like current stories I'm putting up that I'm seeing a message above saying hope you get well soon, etc. So I have replied to those guys. If you have not had a reply from me, that is why. And just drop me a message and I'll probably reply to both messages at the same time. But anyway, you're probably wondering, what is that you've just witnessed me doing? Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, is called cardio. Yeah, it doesn't have to be on the Stairmaster or on the cross trainer staring at the wall for 45 minutes. The thing about the fitness industry, there's many camps now where, you know, people believe you can only do things this way or that way. There's only a certain way to train, to build muscle. There's only a certain way to approach your cardio. There's only a certain way to approach your nutrition. There are many, many ways to skin a cat. I used to do HIIT back in the day, like 6-7 years ago, and it's a very useful tool. Now, obviously, with my new direction that I'm taking, my focus, or one of my focuses, is to get fit and healthy and to be mobile. Now, it doesn't mean I'm going to do CrossFit. There's many people out there shouting CrossFit at me on social media. I am not doing CrossFit. Bodybuilding is still the core of what I'm going to do. I still want to build muscle. I still want to build a fucking body. The only thing I'm not doing is stepping on stage. And I've only done that for 2 years anyway. So me walking away from competing, you know, I'm not that married to it that it's affecting me that much. Because a lot of people are asking me, you know, how do I feel mentally after it? I feel absolutely fucking fine. Top of the world, if I'm honest, just because, like I said in the podcast episode, it's like a black cloud that's been lifted, or a bit of pressure that's gone. So I'm very well, for those that are okay. But yeah, I mean, in terms of like the direction I'm taking now, I'm going to set myself some new goals in terms of the cardio side of things and in the gym as well. So we've switched the training up slightly. And by that, I don't mean that I'm going to now start doing these mad muscle ups and stuff like that. I'm definitely not going to be able to do it. Further down the line, never say never. Like, I want to be able to move. I want to be more functional. So what comes with that? Functional fitness. There's going to be stuff that I want to do further down the line that I will get involved in. And don't forget, the gym and training, you're supposed to enjoy it. Now, of course, I enjoy the bodybuilding side of things. I wouldn't have done it for the last fucking 9 years if I didn't. But If there's going to become a time where one of the boys is doing a circuit that he does CrossFit, if he wants me to get involved in the functional stuff, and I'm at a level fitness-wise that I can get involved and actually have a good crack, then I'm going to do it. If the boys want me to go back to basketball and I'm there fitness-wise, I'm going to fucking do it. But I'm still a fucking bodybuilder. Callum said to me, going back last week, he replied to one of my things that I put up, and he said, the thing about bodybuilding is once you're a bodybuilder, you'll always be a bodybuilder unless you say otherwise. So that is what I'm going to be doing. In terms of my training personally, Callum set me an off-season plan to bring up my weak areas. We're still going to be hammering that, although I've just switched a couple of movements just so I can start focusing on a little bit more strength stuff. So we're going to bring in barbell squats, deadlifts, dumbbell pressing. I mean, these are things which some people might have already in the mix, but I don't think I've barbell squatted since lockdown in the garage, after I sold the yellow multi-gym thing that you might have seen me using. So we're going to bring in the hard heavy shit, because let's face it, deadlifts is a party trick of mine. I know what it's done to the density on my back. Obviously I need to build more muscle there, but I know what it's done to it. So why not do that to fucking everything else on my physique to bring up that density, that old man muscle, because I am technically an old man, as people like to remind me. So that's where we're at. Point and shoot, babes, that's what we're going to do. See, bodybuilding is still ongoing because we're having a pre-workout meal. Switched from the cream of rice because I'm sick of it. Oats back in the mix from today, 100 grams, made with water, not milk. Why don't we use milk, videographer? Because milk's for fucking babies. So we use water. 100 grams plant protein, strawberry, and raspberries, cinnamon, and peanut butter. Training in an hour and 15 minutes. We have legs. Hopefully Liam turns up and he brings his kahunas. What are you frowning for?
That's a kahuna.
What's a kahuna? You should know what a kahuna is by now over the last couple of weeks. Your kahunas, babe. You should know what kahunas are. So there we go. Those are no. So I'm gonna eat this, and then I've put a bit of that in there to add some flavour, but I'd rather just drink it, because what I've noticed, prep is great for mixing up the vegan whey and the plant protein, because it just volumizes so much. But now, since what I've been through, my appetite's been a bit off, and it's easier just to drink stuff and just get it down. So that's what I've done there, if you're wondering. I'm talking about meat there, sorry. There we go. Right, calf's done. Chuck them in at the beginning. A bit of advice, which most people give now, is chuck the boring shit in at the start rather than tagging on the end. I find that's one thing with push-pull legs, with buys and tries, it's always tagged in on the end, hence why I've been hammering the arm day for the last 18 months. And even when, like this morning, I was in here doing cardio, I did a bit more arms, just top-ups, because the reality is, when you're gassed after all the hard, heavy shit, doing the boring stuff, which arm day, for instance, is boring, you always half-arse it and just fucking get it done and get out. So calves at the start, and we are on to squattage. Last week I did touch 3, I touched 3.5, then I fancied it then, and then I went up to the 4, but obviously I only had fucking 3 reps, so. Do you want music or not? Here we go, then. Come on. First run. Yes. Good, mate. Good. Nice. Yes. All you. Right, so going for 3.5. Liam's shout, not mine. I did 4 last week for 3. But obviously it's the new first movement back in, so I think I got a little bit ahead of myself. So we'll go for 3.5. Try and get in there 6 to 8, 6 to 9.
Yeah, push. Touch you on that last.
No. It would have been the next one, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking easy. Up. Yep.
Good, come on. Easy. Yep. Good. Yes, come on. And again. One more. Let's go. One more. Drive. Yep, I'm with you now. I'm with you now. Big breath. Drive. Good. Yes.
Motherfuckers. See, I'm doing CrossFit. Right. Barbell squats done. 8 reps. 3.5. 24 reps, 2.5. And I said after that set, like, motherfuckers call me CrossFit because they see me doing cardio and stuff. Don't put me in that box just because I'm doing fucking cardio. I said at the beginning of the video, cardio comes in all forms. Just because I'm doing certain fucking movements doesn't mean I'm not doing all the fucking hard heavy shit. I'm 99% sure that I'm doing more hard heavy shit than the bodybuilders in this gym anyway. This for 8. Good. All you. Nice.
Oh, AD.
Yep.
Yes, come on. Try. Good. Come on, maybe.
No, that's it. They're gone. They're gone. They're gone. They're gone. They're gone. So we're on to hamstrings because me and Liam have got to bring up our side shots for stage next year. Top set, back off set with the rest pose just for more volume. The sets from squats to leg press is the stuff that makes you nervous, and I've been thinking about for the last 2 days. So even though we're pulling back on certain things, we're not pulling back on intensity and what we're trying to get out of sets and where we're taking our body. So just because you're on bits and bobs and pushing food and you pull it off doesn't mean that you got to step away from all the hard heavy shit. So do stuff that makes you nervous. Oh, fucking hell. Come on, right. Right, on to the final quad movement. Hence why the plates are at the top, because it's going to drop off as you get to the top for the contraction. Obviously, if it's earlier in the session, we're going to load it down the bottom. It's going to be harder to contract. So because we're absolutely fried after the squats, after leg press, 3 at the top, 20 in the middle. Good. Around about a 60-40, 70-30 ratio. Oh, fuck. And that, boys and girls, is legs done and dusted on the bike. Just for a little cool down, a little bit more output. The term for the approach for me now is just work rate. That's what we've just witnessed in legs. I know I might have been in the moment a little bit at one point. Keep my name out your goddamn mouth. It's just a thing, like as soon as you start doing something, people will automatically put you in a box. And what I'm trying to get across is do not put me in a fucking box. I've always kind of walked my own path with things and done what I wanted to do. And also that applies for, you know, the people that may assume that I'm going to go back to competing and back to bodybuilding. As I said, I've only been doing it 2 years. I'm not married enough that I'm going to jump back in because I'm lost. It's not the case. when I say I'm going to do something, I don't say it lightly, and I'm pretty stubborn when I say things, and I'll do it. Hence why when I was 29, I said I wanted to be in the best shape of my life by the time I turned 30. I did that. Hence why 2 years ago I said I'm going to compete and I'm going to give everything to it. I did that. So I don't say things lightly. So please don't take that just because the world of Instagram says things lightly and put things out there, different things every other week, because their heads all over the shop. Don't put me in that box either. So little 5 to 10 minutes on here, then school run, and then home to eat.